Folks, welcome back. My name is Rudy, and God, you know why the reoccurring nightmare is back? You know why the reoccurring nightmare is back? Oh, God. No, hold on. Folks, we're going back to the lair of Baldur's Gate draft boxes. Today's video is for the patron, Justin M. Ladies and gentlemen, this is being filmed now after the Double Masters release. So while we haven't seen anything, the only real price movement we've seen in the world of Baldur's Gate, no joke everybody, has really been the collector boxes dropping in value. We haven't really seen any actual, like, the draft and set boxes haven't done anything. They haven't tanked in value. They haven't spiked in value. They are just sitting there, which is kind of interesting. There's a lot of speculation on what's going to happen with it. Fury, Mythic number 1. And a lot of people believe that post Double Masters hangover, the month of August and September, we will start to see how actual, how Baldur's Gate unfolds. Wow, Ancient Brass Dragon, really? Pack 2? 2 myth? Okay. Now remember, if this turns out to be a really good box, keep in mind, folks, chances are most boxes you open will not be that good. Double rare pack. Keep that in mind, folks. So understand, every once in a while, we get some of these Baldur's Gate drafts and set box openings that are just really good, but that does not reflect most boxes. So obviously the conversation on the market and with stores and distributors remains, what's Wizards of the Coast going to... Hey, Pact Weapon. Wow, Mythic number 3, really? The biggest variable, everybody's waiting to see what happens in this Baldur's Gate disaster of 2022 is going to be, wow, triple rare pack and a full uncommon, is going to be how they're going to handle this reprint. I mean, reprint for the draft and set. Or reprint, it's probably already, it could be already printed and they just literally haven't, I don't know, haven't brought it to market or distributors aren't buying it. I don't know. I have no idea how this is going to work. So the next question is, if they actually do, hey, Reflecting Pool, very nice. So we got our first land there. Not part of the 5 land cycle from Battle Bond, but hey, you know what? We got Reflecting Pool. 3 mythics, including a dragon and Reflecting Pool, is actually not a bad box opening so far. And a nice little orb. Okay. But yeah, there's a lot of speculation with it right now. I just don't know what Wizards is going to do with that. Legion Loyalty. Wow, Borderless, Mythic number 4. It's officially halfway through box 1. And, we got a Reflecting Pool and 4 mythics. Actually, not a complete dumpster fire, to my surprise. Hey, Red Dragon, not mythic, the rare version. Obviously, the mythic version is the one that throws the old D20 dice there and does the crazy effects. All right, here we go. Crazy Drunk Seer, Outlands, and Screaming Angry Guy. But yeah, I just don't know. Like, I don't know if Wizards of the Coast have ever been in a situation in modern times where they've had to try to figure out how to handle, you know, something that I believe they've already reprinted. Or not reprinted. I believe the new print run or the new restock or reprint or whatever it is for Baldur's Gate, I personally believe it's already done. I believe Wizards of the Coast has already even taken delivery of it, paid Cardamundi, and actually printed the product, and it's already sitting in the warehouse. I think it's sitting in Texas. For the US, at least. I don't know if they know what to do with it. Like, I mean, do you do a one-time fire sale and flush it out to the market, but then you nuke the entire market? Like, what do you do with that? Do you do absolutely nothing at all? Do you just pretend it doesn't exist? The Green Dragon. Like, that's the thing. We've never had to address, or Wizards of the Coast has never had to address that in a modern time. Mentor, Wizards, Reckless. Move this commons over. I feel like I'm going to knock them over. So, I guess the question is, if we were all in that situation, how would we handle it? What would we do? Basilisk Caller. Hey, look at that. Archivist coming in. One of the best rares in the set. Foil rare. That's a... Wow, okay. That's a pretty impressive hit. Holy crap. This looks like this is going to be one of those booster box openings where we get 0 land cycle. We got, what do we get? The horror. Isn't that crazy? How many of these Baldur's Gate boxes you can open and you get 0 rare lands? That's so nuts, man. Hey, Majestic Genesis, Mythic number 5. Like, I don't know if that was intentional. I never understood that whole thing. How is this the only Magic product where track printing for the rare land... I still think it's a cool card. And Sunburst. How is this the only Magic product where the land cycle isn't like track printed where you always get at least like 1 on average? It's so weird to me, Baldur's Gate. Alright, folks. Right in the box, too. Honestly, pause for a moment, folks. Justin, that was a 5 mythic box. You got a Fury, you got the Weapon, you got the Borderless Legion, you actually got 1 mythic dragon. 0 rare land, but Foil Archivist was a really nice hit. And you actually did get Reflecting Pool. So we have an actual couple decent rare hits. Now remember folks, these boxes still remain on the open market. They're about, what, 90 plus tax? So you can get these things for under $100 out the door. So keep that in mind when we're talking about the cards and the things we're pulling from these. This is not an expensive product. So, you know, I know a lot of us have our vision and perspective blurred because obviously, you know, double masters and all the crazy $30, $40, $50 pools. But you got to remember, folks, you know, if we do a master case of 8 collector boxes of the double masters, you got to remember hey, look at that, our first rare land. But no, if we do 1 case, which is 32 packs of double masters collectors, you're talking, what, $3,000? Remember that, folks. The boxes we're opening this video, this is under $100. You can go online in the current market and get these with shipping and taxes for under $100 to your door. So, you know, we don't have a very high bar to actually get back to that $100 price point, which is kind of why people are angry. Oh, look at the art, by the way. Dude, how wild is that art? I saw this one when I was packing up one of the commons in foil. I wanted to share how wild that is. Anyways, box 2, puzzle box, our very first mythic in box 2. But I think, you know, it's important on a percentage scale to understand what all that means and where it lands and all this stuff, okay? See it, Cloud? See? Box 1, you get no lands, and now box 2, you get 2. Like, the track printing for the land cycle, I don't know if it was intentionally just designed to be a mess. Like, why is that? I've never seen that with a Magic product, man. Hey, look at that. Oh, I thought we had almost just a rare version, but still, it is a rare dragon. I thought it was a mythic version at first. I glanced really quick, and I was like, oh, heart skipped a beat for a second there, folks. Anyways, but that's, you know, adventure will come. But those are the things I've been, you know, I just wanted the public to understand that when you're dealing with a product that's under $100, you know, normally on a standard box, on any normal Magic standard set, if the standard booster box is $100, a decent normal set will have an expected value probably around 80 to 90. In other words, 80 to 90% of the sealed box price. Okay? That would be considered a normal market condition. So if a $100 box of Kamigawa draft is on eBay or TCG Player or whatever, if you open that box on a large scale at this point in the market, in the life cycle, you should average $80 to $90 per box. 80 to 90 cents on the dollar is considered. Hey, look at that. And look at that. Box 2. This one, we actually got the bronze dragon. So box 1, we actually had brass. So black dragon, and this one we got green dragon. That's pretty cool. So that's considered a normal. Now, an extremely good set or a ridiculously powerhouse product, yeah, you can get literally inverted EVs where everybody just keeps cracking boxes because the singles are worth so much. Looking at double masters and things like that, which drive the box of the sealed item. Oh, God, really? Another red dragon? It's like our 3rd one. So it pushes sealed product higher. Now, again, a really bad set, like when Theros Beyond Death in 2020 came out. Wow, really? 3rd rare land. Blows my mind. Blows my mind the difference on that land cycle. Essentially, you know halfway through the box, if you don't have any of the lands, you're getting 0 lands for the box. And if you actually have at least pulled 1 land, you know you're going to get multiple lands. That's the weirdest thing. Hey, Font of Magic, Mythic number 3. Isn't that crazy? I've never seen a product that has a land cycle that's like distortedly dumb like that. It's so weird. Another green dragon. God, the green and red rare dragons? Holy smokes. It's like, I think combined, that's our 2nd or 3rd green dragon. I know we've had 3 of the red dragons. Fucking ridiculous, man. Holy cow. Look at that. 4th land cycle in this box. So anyway, I just wanted to point that out. So like when Theros Beyond Death in 2020 came out, And right on release, we had something similar happen, where the expected value of the actual draft boxes was like $50. So on release day, it was 50 cents on the dollar. And obviously, as time went on, as we all know, guess what happened? Sure enough, the prices of Theros Beyond Death stabilized. It was a better set than the market realized. It came back with a vengeance, went out of print. The rest is history. Oh my God, look at that. Ancient brass and the D&D scroll look. That's nice. Wow, really? Okay. And no copper dragons, but you know what? We're going to take it. Now, see, that's what I said. So now, look at that. Archivist in the closed. Look at that. Archivist in the closed. So, okay. Before I cut this video off, I just want to tell you guys my perspective. Okay? I know there's like 3 people listening right now. But seriously, listen to this. Right now, let's assume a Baldur's Gate draft box is $100 even. Okay? $100. Okay? In this video, we had box 2 that had 4 land cycle cards. Let's call the land cycle cards $5-10 a piece. Box 1, we had 0. So in this video, and 2 boxes we open, that averages 2 land cycles per box. Okay? We had multiple archivists. So 1 archivist per box, at least $10. Okay? We had 5 mythics and 4 mythics. So you average 4.5 mythics, whatever. Both boxes, you at least had 1 ancient dragon. Actually, box 2, you had 2. And this isn't even considered a home run box opening. Like, Justin did okay, but he didn't get clobbered. But it wasn't like an, oh my God, you had 3 different copper dragons and all, it wasn't even that extreme. But still, I don't think the financial value in the EV of this product is like even below that of Theros. Like, box 2 that we opened, was it worse than 50%? So were all the cards in box 2 worth less than $50? I don't think they are. I mean, the 4 land cycles, the archivists, and the 4 mythics, and then all the other, like, I don't know, $2-3 rares and things like that, I just don't think it's as bad. From day one, I've said it, and I'll say it a million times, and eventually I'll be right in 100 years. I don't know, some stupid thing. But I just don't think this product had the proper execution, the timing, and the respect that it really needed. And for some reason, I don't know what the perspective and design concept was when they made this product, and they literally stripped all the reprints out. Like, why wasn't there even at least 1 or 2 reprints that are kind of heavy hitters to help stabilize the product, to hedge the risk? I don't know why they did that. I've never seen that before. Usually specialty sets are not like that. I don't know what happened. But I can also tell you, because of this, and because of what's happened, chances are future specialty sets are probably going to always have more they've learned, I genuinely think, over the next couple of years, Wizards probably learned their lesson on designing a product with tons of new cards, but without having something of stability in it. That's my opinion on everything. Overall, I still think the draft and set boxes are overall pretty safe right now, because the downside risk versus long-term potential and the unknown of what Wizards is going to do with the supply side of things, because there's no way in hell they're going to be able to reprint this thing 3-4 times like they did with Commander Legends 1. No, they burned that bridge. No store in the country is going to order a single box more. And anyone who's selling it right now, you're just not going to make any money at it. I mean, just even the patrons, I have this thing, I have the draft the draft boxes. I sell them for $88 shipped. There's no money in that. Are you kidding? After shipping, today's shipping costs, getting a custom shaped box or whatever it is, depending on the size of the order, paying the 3.5%, whatever it is, PayPal fees, and then distribution, there's no money in it. There's no money in this stuff. So the downside risk at the current level versus the long-term potential of something weird happening or some random rare, there's so many, like 90% plus of this set, I swear, is a new card. They made so many new, random, weird new cards. Something's going to happen. The probability is tilted in that direction. I stand by that opinion. Hey, I got 1 pallet of draft, 1 pallet of set, 1 pallet of collector. So, hey, call me the bag holder, pump dump, I don't know, your ex, I don't know, your wife's boyfriend's always really nice. So, hey, have a beautiful day. Thanks again for Justin for being a very kind patron. All the cards are headed your way. And remember, folks, things are never as bad as they seem. But whenever you think everything's going to $1 million to the moon, easy money, they're never as good as they seem. In the current market, the world is not ending. The sun's going to come out tomorrow. Markets between, stock, bonds, crypto, collectibles, All these different markets will stabilize and move forward eventually. You have to be calm. The days of trying to 10x your money in a week or a month, they're over with. We're returning to the original concept that I pitched on this channel for the last 6-7 years, which is the goal with 5 to 8% slow rates of movement and growth on sealed product and all different types of just collectibles. That was the original concept we talked about from literally 2016 all the way to 2020. And then 2021, people lost their damn mind. And now we're back to that same thing. And I think buying into products like this that are below $100, I still think it fits the mold. Everybody's given up, right? Right? Everyone's given up. All the sealed evil investors are gone. They've all quit, lost everything, working at Wendy's.